Good morning, Darryl P., artist in recovery from Connecticut. We were at Giant Zeros in California. You remember me, the guy back on the West Coast over here, still a recovery dude. 6:54 in the morning. It's very chilly outside. It's about 45, 46. And I'm still wearing a T-shirt. I'm out of my mind. So I'm responding to the video concerning about your DMV situation. I haven't been over to DMV in God knows how long. Before COVID, it's one thing when I was going over to the DMV just to get some ID replaced. I had a driver's license a long time ago. I hated driving, still do. I don't have any vehicle, thank God. But prior to COVID, we actually did do appointments, but we also did walk-ins. If I wanted to get my ID changed, I would have to walk into the DMV for that one. And also, they pushed the online situation, the experience. Now they still got the online, but you still have to do the personal touch when it comes down for the real ID, which I don't have. I've got the standard ID from from the state. Not exactly the greatest, but several years ago when Congress was up, I think before Trump face got into office, we actually had a bill passed through Congress concerning about, or actually in the state, but actually it's Congress, because of the terrorist situation, and God knows what else they had, whatever reasons they had. Everybody had to get the quote unquote real ID. That was supposed to help supplement with the travel situations we had overseas, but also within the country as well. If you're going to be traveling on plane, you needed to have the real ID, or else you're going to be going through a lot of rigmarole. I don't travel. I ain't got the money to travel. Where the hell am I going to go? Shit. But I slacked off on it because I really didn't want to deal with it. Because it's gotten closer and closer to the deadline to get it. I don't know where the hell I got this damn deadline. We have to get it by this time, otherwise we're going to be facing the wrath of God, or is it the wrath of Trump, or something like that? I don't know. I haven't got it yet. I can't get it yet. You know why? It's not transportation. It's not transportation. Buses they don't require ID saying, "Where's your real ID, boy?" No, it's not it. Get your own bus pass, show them the picture. No problem at all. No, I got to get over to County of Los Angeles, register a place out here in the Antelope Valley, California, in Lancaster, close by a hospital. And I got to wait for hours on end to get a replacement of my birth certificate. Once I got the replacement of birth certificate, maybe I got one or two of them, hopefully, if money holds out. Do that next month. After I get the birth certificate, then the come fun part. Then I get to go over to the DMV on another day. And this time, hopefully, get their real ID. But beforehand, I'm hoping to have my paperwork scanned, by phone, sent the pictures over to DMV, let them have it processing over there, and then hopefully I have to get over there and get the old mugshot. Smile. Smile, Mr. Weaver. Calvin and Hobbes situation over here makes funny faces every time he takes a picture, and he loves it. I may do that for myself. No, I'll smile if I smile if I have something to smile about. So deal with that one. Concerning about the COVID restrictions, yeah, they're pretty much almost laid out, but they still want the bureaucracy. We're dealing with the state, not the federal, so it's going to be still just as screwed up. I haven't checked recently whether or not the DMV actually have the appointment basis, but no, it does have appointment basis to get the real ID. I just figure I'd just walk over there and just get the damn thing done. Yeah, I am allowed to do that. You know that? I'll tell you how I do it. You got a bike. I got legs to walk me over to a bus stop about 2 miles. Someone or something's awake outside. Darryl, I'm going to do this to you. My son, shall we open up the chartered app, the map app of the Google? This is in no way of insulting anybody who has the Catholic faith. And I will say one thing. God rest Francis, Holy Father. I drink to his name. So anyway, you probably forgot where the hell I live. You live in Bristol. I can locate that on the maps. And you've been telling me where exactly you live. Not the apartment number, but you know. So that I remember. For me, it's Rosamond. That's Rosa. M as in Mary, O-N as in Nancy, D. Rosamond, California. I'll wait for a couple seconds. There be so humble, there's no place like home. Or for some of us, anyway. Okay. Rosamond, California. The armpit of the Antelope Valley. The next door neighbor to Edwards Air Force Base. On the west end, anyway. The main drag is the Rosamond Boulevard, right? Goes right from Edwards Air Force Base to the west end of the Antelope Valley. To the wedge. Widen the shot until you see the wedge. Just to get you a geographic location where the Sam Hill I am at. Okay, so where we're going is we are going over to Lancaster. Not Graceland. Lancaster, the home of the Paris King himself. Oh, good Lord, did I happen to open up that Pandora's box? That's another thing I'm going to talk about later on. Not in this video. Count your blessings. Okay, so I just wanted to show you. Have Rosamond on the top and Lancaster in the bottom here on your screen. You got it? Wait for you. Anyway, there's a bus service. We have a bus service out here in Kern County, California. Now I'm going to move my map until I see Central Valley. Part of Central Valley and the Antelope Valley. Of course, I could screw you over on that one there and just say, why don't you do the same thing here, my friend? Okay. For me, I've got the small freeway that runs between the 5 freeway and Sierra Highway. They call it Avenue D, but it's really the 138. It's a state road. So it goes between our 5 interstate freeway that heads right into Central Valley and also into Southern Cal. And in the mountain ranges that we have on that wedge that I showed you a little bit, the one that's going up north at an angle, or this way if you want to look at it that way. We had the Central Valley that has 2 ways going in. The 5 freeway going through Lubbock into Grapevine and then into Wheeler Ridge. Well, we also have Tehachapi, which is north. I need water. That's a mountainous community. That's a trucking route. We do have trucks going up and down the interstate here. But through the community of Tehachapi, and it goes right into Central Valley anyway, so the other area. So in this area is where our shipping and not to mention the rail go through. There is a reason. Sorry. In Bakersfield, we have one particular line running through it, through Tehachapi, into Mojave, and into Lancaster. That's called the Route 100 that we have for the commuter express. But we also have a Route 250, and that starts from Mojave, going through Roseman, and going through Lancaster. That's usually what I take. Unless, of course, I'm going to get there way early in the morning, so I'll take the earlier bus, the 100. It runs infrequently, but I'm able to take it anyway. So they converge into Mojave, and then they head down through Roseman. Let's show you Roseman. You'll see the 14 freeway right in the middle of it. Now keep this in mind. Right next to Edwards Air Force Base, you have the eastern end where civilization is for our town. And as I said before, it goes all the way west. Well, I'm about a mile and a half roughly from home to the 14 freeway. It's a good stiff walk. I mean, you'd be able to do it, no problem. I'm getting older. I'm getting flat feet. I got health issues. So, yeah, it's a bit of a struggle that way. But I can walk it to the 14 freeway and then over to the shopping center where you see Albertsons on the left-hand side on the west. Well, that's where the other bus stop is at. I did say other bus stop. Where's the first one? Ooh, yes, the question. Okay, there's a street called 20th. 20th Street. It's sandwiched between the Sierra Highway, and the 14 freeway. Now this is a speed route for a lot of people. This is a residential area. In this section, there is a community center that has a bus stop for both our Route 100 and Route 250. That's about mile and a half roughly right there. It's a bit of a stretch, isn't it? We normally would have certain hours of a day that we have to call for an appointment a day or two, or maybe a little bit more than that. It's called a dial-a-ride. So we have transportation that we have to take. It's like a county taxi service. You got a bus. In the little communities that we have, like Mojave, we have a bus there. California City, we have a bus in there. Not in Edwards. I mean, that's federal. We don't do that. But yeah, we have buses that run even into Tehachapi, in California City, in Mojave, and Roseman. I mean, we've got these little buses going around all over the place. They don't interconnect with each other. They're not intercommunity. They're just within their communities, and you have to schedule the appointments for that one. So for my town of Roseman, I'd have to get an appointment around 6:30 in the morning, which is way too late. Why? Oh, I get you going at this one here. Okay, from Roseman, when I catch the 5 o'clock bus, it'll take me all the way down to Lancaster. I have to walk it before I can catch that 5 o'clock bus. I got to walk it all the way to Albertsons Shopping Center. Well, my feet the way they are. But I do it if I have to. Early in the morning, freezing my ass off. At least there's coffee shops and there's restrooms in the area. Good. And that way I'm able to get myself provisioned and be able to take the bus. And we get over to Lancaster. Lancaster. All right, here's the fun part. Yeah, there is a fun part in this one here. The DMV is located on one particular busy street called 10th Street. Close to the 14, but not so quite. So when the current transit, either the 100 or 250, gets in town, it'll do a little wiggle room in Lancaster for 14 freeway, goes to one shopping center, heads all over to a college. Yay, Antelope Valley College. Yay, go more riders. Anyway, from there, it'll wrap around doing a weird U-turn to a hospital area that we have on J Avenue. And from there, shoots it all the way straight to Sierra, to the Metrolink station that we have right by, close to I and where the hell am I at? Yeah, Avenue I area. Then heads over to a senior center where it drops off for the final. And if you wanted to start the pickup of getting the hell out of there, you go to the first place it dropped off, which is over at J and 25th. And J and 25th is still at the Walmart shopping center. I mean, it gets off the freeway, so it starts its route from there. And if you want to get back home, you got to get back over to J and 25th to where it first drops and first picks up, which is J and 25th, and then does the loop and heads back north. But that's the fun part of it anyway. The other thing is, when I'm over at that senior center, I got to take a bus from there, and it takes it all the way down 10th Street, all the way over until I think it's about L area. Major shopping center between L and K. But past L, about one major block. Or two. One major block, actually. We have the DMV buried. It's on a small street, 18th Street West. And it's on, where the hell is it at? L6. If you're in Antelope Valley, these numbers mean something. It's a solitary item. This was built about 10 years ago. Earlier than that, we actually had smaller satellite offices in the Antelope Valley. We had one out in Palmdale, and we actually had another one out in Lancaster, smaller ones. But they were getting so busy that they needed something centralized to save the state money. So they built a massive complex here. Now, the bus doesn't go over there. But as soon as I get off the bus on 10th Street and L6, I'll be walking it. Walking it over to this monster from hell. I've been through it once before. They don't have any restroom facilities on the outside, that's for damn sure. So if you get there well before the 8 o'clock opening, let's just hope that you've already gone somewhere else. I used to live in this neighborhood, too. A long time ago when Ma and Dave and I were living in an apartment complex on L and 10th. Montecito. Didn't realize at the time that the DMV was getting built over there. But I used to live in the Montecito apartments. That's north of it. Pain in the ass, really. But this was home for 5 years while I was working at a retail place from hell called Wally World. Surely you've heard about that one. But yeah, that's what I got to get through. Get the real ID, and it'll take me about a few weeks to get the card. And once I do get the card, then what? Replace the old one I got. I hate replacing old cards. I like to keep them for souvenirs if I could. But we're supposed to destroy them. Every time we get a new card, we have to keep the new card and destroy the old card. We call it identity theft, that we actually keep our old cards. Sucks. I'd keep it for souvenirs. I mean, just the way I looked in the pictures and remember where the hell I was during those days. But that's what I got to go through. The county place I told you about? Well, this is right by the hospital. What the hell was it on? K? No, it was on J. And 15th Street West. Antelope Hospital's over there. And close by, within walking distance of one street, is the county register office. And unassuming, unimportant looking place. That's busy pretty damn much. Either I make an appointment or I'm just going to walk it in there. Which means after I get off the bus, while it's doing its loop, you'll stop by the Antelope Valley Hospital area, and then I get to walk it up there and get to walk it back, and that's no problem. I have no problems with that. As long as I understand the times that the bus would pick me up, and the Antelope Valley Transit Authority, they're the entire Antelope Valley. They go into a lot of neighborhoods. They don't go any other further, but they do Lancaster and they do Palmdale. But that's what's going on right now. Let's not talk about Rex Parrish, shall we? You got your weird, crooked politicians. I got mine. Mm-hmm. That being said,